In today's video, we are going to have a detailed discussion about Amazon AWD. What is AWD, how we can use it, what is the eligibility criteria, what are the do's and don'ts, how to create a shipment plan. I mean everything related to AWD. My name is Dr. Vasamin. I am CEO of Upscale Valley, a full service Amazon FBA agency. Now AWD is basically just Amazon 3PL services. So Amazon is doing backward integration into the business, and with this new inbound placement fee and low inventory fee, which has created a fuss in the market, and all of the third-party sellers are pretty much frustrated about these fees from Amazon side. I believe this is more to push the usage of AWD. Because Amazon is kind of trying to say either it's like my way or highway, this kind of thing. And if you see the AWD charges and the details about it, it will make sense to many of the sellers. So you can shift your from your existing 3PL to this one if you do not own a 3PL in US, definitely in that case scenario. Now let's see from where you can access the Amazon AWD. So in your Seller Central, you need to go to this inventory section, and here you will find warehousing and distribution, which is basically Amazon AWD. You can access it from here. If you do not see it here in your Seller Central, you can open case with Amazon Seller Support and ask them to get it enabled. They will get it done for you. And for child account access, the access for this is under the global permission section. So your service provider team can also see and create the shipment plan on your behalf. Now let's go through some of the details about Amazon AWD. So Amazon is giving off the second calendar month of storage like free of cost. I believe this is just to give some initial push, like we do low price or discount 10 or 20% for the initial launch part, and then we get back to our price. I believe Amazon is doing similar thing. Then if we go down, here are the cost part. From first to third quarter of the year, the storage is around 48 cents per cubic feet. And Amazon is giving comparison with FBA, which is 78 cents, and then again the good part is in Q4, while the FBA storage charges almost get tripled, it will be going to be same for the AWD. This is what we can see here, and Amazon is giving a cost comparison here. And these are some of the fixed charges, like the storage fee, which we have already seen above, the processing fee, which is $2.5 per box, and definitely the number of units you have in your box, you are going to divide this $2.5 with your number of units. About the transportation fee, it's also a one-time cost. And the transportation fee for non-FBA, it does not apply to majority of the Amazon sellers, but if you have enabled your other distribution channel as well or sales channel, then Amazon says that consider 3PL or Amazon AWD as just a separate service, and you can keep your inventory here. From here you can send your inventory to Amazon FBA and then to other fulfillment center as well, maybe Walmart, maybe some of your retail stores, any such kind of thing. Now this tool here, AWD fee benefit calculator, this is a pretty good tool to have a comparison about your current cost of 3PL and compare it with Amazon AWD, and then you can make a business decision whether you should go for it or not. We have tried AWD for a couple of our clients, and I believe the cost is almost same, and in some accounts around 5 to 10% better than the 3PL service provider which we were using. So in my opinion, if the cost is pretty same, and then it helps you to avoid the inbound placement fee and the low inventory fee, then definitely that upside makes it worth going for those people who do not have their own dedicated 3PL warehouses in USA. So here is the AWD fee benefit calculator. If you see here, you can put up your SN to have a comparison from SN to SN. Here are the box details like length, width and height for one of our product, which I have mentioned here, 20 into 18 into 13. So it calculates this box volume by default here, and then we need to put up the units per box. This is the number here. Then FBA weeks to off cover, it's like 3 months usually, which makes it 12 weeks. So here Amazon is giving us all the comparison, like FBA per unit charges are going to be this. So this is the FBA option. And this one is the option which is most likely going to be our scenario, because this one, AGL, Amazon Global Logistic, this is once you are shipping your product through Amazon Global Logistic, like the freight forwarder is Amazon company, then the 3PL is Amazon company, then the FBA fulfillment center is Amazon company, and then through Amazon platform you are selling to the customer. But up till now, as per my experience, AGL is not very user friendly, and it is not as much convenient as the third party freight forwarders are. So we are not using this option right now, but if you are using it and if it is making sense for you, you can definitely consider it. For me, this one is the option here. So I can see a comparison here that okay, so per unit charges are going to be around 17 cents. If I exclude FBA and only keep AWD, the per unit charges are around 13 cents. Storage charges are this around per unit. The processing fee is this per unit. Transportation fee is this per unit. And this is my comparison in the non-peak and in the peak season and overall. So this is a calculator, and we have sent inventory for a couple of our clients, and I mean, this is the same. The fee they are telling here, it's more or less almost same. So you can have a calculation what you should expect about the cost related to Amazon AWD. Now let's discuss about the eligibility criteria. So right now, products of small standard size and large standard size are eligible, I mean, for the shipment to be sent to AWD. Products which are larger than the large standard size, those are not yet allowed or eligible for AWD. So here it is, products that are 18 into 14 into 8 inch. So this is the exact criteria for the large standard size. So products which have maximum this dimension or smaller, which covers the small standard size, and the weight is 20 pound or less, those products are eligible right now. Products which do not have an expiry date, so the food items which have very short shelf life, those are not eligible. And then again, the grocery products with hazmat, which require hazmat certificate, which includes both battery, some liquids, like let's say fragrances, these kind of things. Then again, jewelry, watches, some expensive stuff, these are not covered here. So before I guess 2 or 3 months back, even shoes and apparels were also not allowed, but I think those are allowed now, because I cannot see any exception or any, I mean, that was mentioned here, the apparel and the shoe part. I believe Amazon has made it eligible, and in the near future I do expect that the products which are oversized, those are also going to be eligible for AWD. So it's just the program is opening with some pauses for the sellers. This is how I see it. Another limitation is Amazon is not accepting SPD, small parcel delivery, and it is only accepting LTL. Definitely it will accept your full truckload as well. So LTL is less than a truckload, and people get really confused. What is the minimum requirement to be qualified as the LTL? If I can maybe palletize my inventory, even if the inventory weight and the dimensions are pretty small, even still will Amazon consider it or not? So the criteria is usually, I mean, in the overall market, the criteria is your inventory weight needs to be at least 150 pound. So if your inventory weight is at least this much size, this is what is the minimum threshold for the LTL, like less than truckload. And then again, if your inventory is volume is that much that it is covering the full truckload, then it will be called as FTL, not LTL. And Amazon is not considering the small parcel delivery, in which you can even send a simple box. So this is another limitation with AWD right now. But the point is, once you have passed the product testing phase and you are continuously selling your product, then most of the time, to cover your product sales for 3 months, you do need the inventory volume which is more than 150 pounds. So it makes things definitely easy for majority of the products. It does make sense. And I mean, once we tried doing it, so many of our products did qualify for this part. I'm talking about very boutique sellers, I'm not talking about some giant sellers here. So here is the Amazon AWD managed service section. Let's see how we can create the shipping plan. We need to click here on the create shipment. So here is the interface where we can create the shipment plan to send to Amazon AWD. So just recently they have introduced this part, change ship to, and you can choose whether you want to ship to the west coast or east coast. If you are talking about USA here, we do know that the shipping charges are a bit different for the west coast and then as compared to the east coast. So this is the advantage here, which can cause you to pay less amount in the freight cost. This is a good part here. So here is the SKU detail. I mean, Amazon will show you your SKUs here. We need to select it from the checkbox here on the left side, and then in the packaging detail we need to select our packaging detail. We need to mention how many boxes of each SKU. So once we do that, it will show up the cost here. Definitely, I mean, we can select in the same way that no prep is needed, like we select in creating the FBA shipment plan. And from here we need to confirm the shipment, then we print the box labels. Once we print the box labels, Amazon does have now its partner carriers here, so we can select Amazon partner carrier. We have around 24 hours to cancel the shipping plan. If we do not, then Amazon will deduct the amount right away from our account, and then in the end it shows us the tracking details. So once the shipping plan is created, Amazon will take us to this page, shipping queue. So you can see here is the fulfillment center shipments which we used to sell to FBA directly, and then here is the dashboard or tab for Amazon distribution center shipment, and here it shows us the status of those shipments which we have sent to Amazon AWD. And here with this option we can track the shipments here. Now a couple of more information about AWD. The inbound inventory timeline is around 2 to 4 days. So let's say if you have sent shipment to AWD, it will be the timeline is around 2 to 4 days, and the outbound timeline is 10 to 14 days. The outbound timeline is more about the timeline of shipment from AWD to Amazon FBA warehouse. So this is the stuff here. You can also select the auto replenishment option. So once Amazon see that your inventory for a particular SKU is less or low in FBA, it will create the auto replenishment plan. But I will suggest you to keep the manual replenishment with you. The reason is, in the auto replenishment it does happen as per Amazon as well. You can see it in Amazon FAQs as well, that maybe the inventory is not arrived in FBA, but still what Amazon will do is it will show your product available on the Amazon website. So your product does have the buy box, but the shipping time is not the prime time, like it's not less than 48 hours. It may be 5 days, 7 days or 10 days. So in those cases, even though your product listing is active, it is live, but still we are going to see some pretty bad echoes because of the obvious reasons that the shipping timeline is very much extended. It's around 5 to 7 days rather than less than 48 hours. So that is an obvious reason due to which I believe you should keep both options. I mean, you can set up the auto replenishment, but then again you need to make your team bound so they can create the manual shipment plan here. So that is all about Amazon AWD. If you have any question, you can put those under the comment section in this video. Please do like the video and subscribe the channel, and do share it with your colleagues. Thank you so much.